Silent Hill turns 25 this year, and despite being lauded as one of the most influential games of all time, I never played it. Partly because I don't actively seek out horror games, partly because I find most horror movies to be comedy movies, but mostly because I was 11 years old when this came out, which meant I only played Pokemon and had no appreciation for fine art. But now I'm older, wiser, and in constant need of escapism and nostalgia to avoid facing modern reality. And with this nostalgia, every week I'm looking at a game to see how it's dated in the search for a truly timeless game. Movies, books, and art all have pieces that are marked as timeless classics. But games are one of the fastest moving mediums around, with constant innovation and evolution. Do we have classic games that can stand the test of time? Here in the first episode, we're looking at Silent Hill 1 from 1999, the game that changed everything. But perhaps a game best left to the history books. Let's dive in and see, is it timeless? Silent Hill hits you with the nostalgia out of the gate with the classic PlayStation loading sounds.
Hold on. Do you miss those? You miss those classic intro sounds? Oh.
Following that, you're treated to an intro that feels straight out of a 90s TV drama series, showing off the power of the PlayStation 1, well, in 1999.
Oh, it's got this vibe that you're about to watch like a really interesting TV series from the 90s. Shot in a small town in America, which I think Silent Hill is literally based on a small town in America.
And I mean, you can knock it because we've come so far since then, but it does do a pretty fantastic job of setting the tone. And that tone is confusion.
And the cop has disappeared and the evil woman is running from, we'll never know.
Let's be frank. Silent Hill isn't very scary. Well, at least to begin. Let me explain. You start with this temporarily nameless protagonist as he wakes up in a town after a car crash. And with moves like these, it's hard to feel the tension yet.
No, we can... Well, okay, yeah. I'm not going to be able to take this game as seriously as I think people might want until I really get into it. And it's always going to take a second for me to just push buttons just to see how animations have dated, and it's great to see.
Following a shadow of your daughter, the tension still isn't there. Yet.
Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
It's exactly a natural way for a dad to talk to his daughter.
But then, there's an alleyway, and the cameras are not quite right.
I love good cameras. God, I love good cameras. Cameras are the heroes of game design. And now these cameras, okay. I'm feeling a bit nervous.
And you've got to turn on your lighter, and then there's this wheelchair.
And the fact, it's just that the cameras... I don't like it.
And suddenly, there's a touch of tension that Silent Hill's renowned for.
That sound effects too. That's I'm on an edge. Okay.
And the payoff.
Oh, that's a lot of blood. That's so much blood. Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me.
What is this?
Oh.
What's going on here?
The voice acting. Hey. What's this doing here? Oh my gosh! Ah! No! How do I run again? What are they? And where's my health? Okay. Oh my god! Kick him! Where's the kick button? That's locked! This is the way I came. Blocked by a fence. Oh no, let go of me! Okay, I'm dead.
Fortunately, the sweet release of death actually also relieves the tension.
Okay, so death's no biggie.
That and such fantastic line delivery as this.
That's a reasonable
Like to find out
line of
myself.
dialogue. That's a less reasonable line of dialogue. You've lost your daughter, right? Shouldn't you be like, forget. Oh, I don't know what's happened.
A little girl.
Yeah. Get to the point. It's your daughter.
I just turned 7 last...
The next section of the game is where I found it to show some age. The voice acting and writing were the most obviously dated parts for me playing it 25 years later. Harry, in particular, is almost completely emotionless, and his monologues are such simple reactions like, "What?" and they almost always harm the tension.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
Where else am I going to go?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
He is on calm pills for a while. You're completely
way.
right. So she.
And hope you don't have to use it.
Oh my
Now
god.
listen to me.
And
Before
what
you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting.
is this a very American thing where police officers just give you guns?
Don't do it unless
Like
you
there's
have
just
to.
so many guns in America that if you bump into a police officer,
Don't
they go,
arresting me by mistake.
"Have you got a gun?" No?
Got it?
That's not very American of you. I mean,
Yeah.
here?
Thanks.
This will make it seem like you're not from out of town,
You do
from another
best to
country.
Stay nearby.
Everything was very calm there. My daughter, I've got to look for her. Hold on.
Though there's panic in the first fight of the game, it just really comes from a lack of understanding of controls.
I told you to take the radio.
What's that?
A radio.
Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Oh no! What do I do? I open the map. in a quick panic. No, wrong button. I'm dead. By the time I figured out what to do, I was dead. Okay. Tips. When the light is turned off, accuracy with the gun goes way down. When it has the light turned off, carefully approach the enemy and shoot from close range to ensure hit. Good tip. You know what would have been a good tip? How to equip the gun.
But when set free in the most American town ever,
What's that on the handgun? Is this what it's like in America? You just walk around the town. The cop goes, "Here's your gun," and then you go out, and on the park bench is just bullets.
and properly allowed to explore the mechanics of it all, it's really hard to feel the tension at all, or even a really compelling game loop. In fact, for a game that appears to be about exploring a single town, this is probably its weakest component.
I mean, that's one heck of a pothole you got there. I mean, the American road system, it's not what it used to be.
Combat bounces between trivial at moments, where the boot has unlimited ammo,
Oh, kick it. Kick it when it's down. Oh, his feet are as strong as a bullet.
and frustrating at others, where Harry seems to be unsure if he wants to shoot the enemies or the fog behind them. And what a fantastic segue into the fog that was. Even though we're looking at how games have aged and how they feel today, as a developer myself, I have to give credit to the fantastic idea that is the fog. It's just such an effectively simple way of not only hiding the loading on a platform that just couldn't handle the entire town at once, but it actually does a fantastic job of adding to the mood. If you can't see far ahead, you're more likely to not go charging across the town. That, and the added ambient sounds of the monsters around the town, just leads you to taking it all step by just careful step. Once you've mastered the bats and the dogs, the game follows a pretty simple find the path as you explore the town of Silent Hill. Find Doghouse,
Who's a good dog?
find 3 keys. All straightforward, all pretty tame, and all of that is completely a setup because the mood is about to shift.
This better be the best backyard in the game. What? What's going on? Ho ho ho.
And you know it's shifted, not because of the random change tonight that happens, but the music.
The music's got this like breath to it. This like I hate it.
And then following that, you perhaps enter the strongest part of Silent Hill, the school.
We're going in. Dogs don't know how to use doors. Alright. I don't like that angle.
The cameras get tighter, the environmental storytelling gets stronger,
What is that? Oh yeah. It's a normal school. This what a normal school looks like in America.
the puzzles make you focus more,
I'm not gonna remember this.
and all of this with a constant underlying sense of tension that things aren't right.
Cheryl! I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh, I'm feeling on edge now.
In the school, you enter a room. Suddenly, the radio makes a sound. The monsters make sounds, and the camera and lighting typically point away from it all.
Whatever. I don't like any of these sounds I'm hearing.
It fills you with the trepidation at every new door you open. Sometimes you just gotta leave straight away.
I don't like the sounds. We're out.
The puzzles are mildly difficult, but feel very rewarding.
Let's put the brain back on.
The piano puzzle is a highlight, obviously.
Damn, I'm so smart.
And in case you start thinking you laugh your way out of it, like I was trying to do.
Let me read this in blood. It's written in blood. At this point, I will be more surprised and scared. I'd be much more terrified at this point if it was written in red text.
There are these random moments, like the locker room, which just keep you slightly on edge. The school is truly a timeless moment in this game. Even with the dated controls, painful combat, and sketchy 1999 graphics, you sort of forget it all as you get further and further immersed into the tension of the school. And like all horror games, I think you have to experience it for yourself. Whatever I say here just sort of doesn't do it justice. God, I really loved this area. And that's all before you even head into the tiny door, through a small room, and into the bizarro version of the school.
Oh, good. Bad voice acting. Ah, calms me down. Oh. It was the Illuminati the whole time.
You can't help feel a bit confused overall at this point, but you're on edge. Things aren't right, and you don't understand why. Just leads to some great theory crafting, though.
I mean, you could also take it on the lens of, this isn't a horror game. This is just what the actual Silent Hill is. If you find the clock tower in the school, you actually find the hidden second school it's where all the blacksmiths train. And they go around, they build chain link fences because like it's just like a blacksmith 101, a chain link fence. You know, learning to bend the metal to add a certain heat. And so you put it everywhere. You reinforce the walls with metal, you know, why not? And then you go to bed. and then these guys are just having a nap because it's a boarding school.
Silent Hill does have a tendency to be like an old puzzle game in ways. Like, you pick up seemingly useless items, but they're not.
A rectangular card with a picture of a key found on a desk of a classroom. Fluorescent pink rubber ball. The usual person would look around and think, I'm in a horror movie. Health drinks, very useful. First aid kit, gotta have a handgun. I mean, these are all very important. Bullets, knife, pipe, flashlight, radio. I mean, these are all things that if you saw and you knew things were going bad, you'd be like, yeah, I'll grab that. Rubber ball. It's clearly the solution to a puzzle or something. But why'd he grab it?
Beyond that, the alternate reality school is just a further build-up of anticipation. Where other games have put on cheap jump scares, they didn't.
I haven't seen a villain yet. Boo! Okay. That was the perfect chance for a jump scare. And I'm now even more nervous that they didn't do a jump scare.
And moments like these cement the feeling of horror.
No! Not that telephone! Oh, if this goes, Dad, where are you?
Daddy,
No!
help me.
Though I spent a lot of time joking things away,
Is that a saxophone? Oh, it's a shotgun. He just picks up the most random things. I thought it was a saxophone.
Bit by bit, I'm more and more on the edge of my seat. Until...
That's not a cat. Oh, shit.
This is such a textbook jump scare, but gosh darn, so masterfully done, I'm actually deeply in love with it. Let me quickly break it down. Despite some simple jumps, most of the game has been building tension. Everything's wrong, you're expecting a scare from various places, but they sort of never come to fruition. I started to sort of become desperate for the way to relieve the tension building up. And then they hit you with the alternate locker room. You've seen the locker room 1.0, so you're ready for something different to the cap. Instead, it's just more tension. And with your focus firmly on the wrong spot and the tension elevated again, suddenly it comes out of left field.
That's not a cat. Oh, shit. Oh my god, it's like the first jump scare. And I just thought this game wasn't gonna do it. And it did it.
Anyway, after that tension relief, we find our way to the first boss fight and, well, further confusion.
I did it. Hi. Bye.
After whatever that was, the church bells sound, and heading over we meet another character to provide some fantastic dialogue.
Were you ringing that bell?
Oh, the voice acting. That's not...
I've been expecting you to before it's too late.
Why would I trust anything she said?
Wait, don't go yet.
He's not trying very hard. He truly is. Man, when I put this shirt on, when I put this World's Okayest Dad shirt on, I thought, that's a funny joke. I'm looking for my daughter, World's Okayest Dad, pretty funny joke. Little did I realize, he's not really that, he's not searching too hard.
Altogether, I have to say, one thing that dated is the lore. Let's be frank, I was really into the lore as I played, but there was just so little of it. Dialogue is short and jilted.
What?
What? What are you
That's
talking
my reaction.
about?
What?
There's not a lot of added story beyond those. They obviously had the ability, as Team Silent did leave some books around, but I just wanted more. Things like looking for a newspaper and seeing nothing special just felt really disappointing.
There's a picture on the wall, nothing special. There's a newspaper, nothing special. A newspaper is probably a lot of information.
It doesn't all need to be groundbreaking lore, but some extra narrative to ground the location just wouldn't have gone astray. A relaxing jaunt through the shopping district later, we find the hospital, and immediately, perhaps the best character of the entire game.
Hold it.
What?
Stop. Don't shoot. Wait. I'm not here to fight. My name is Harry Mason. I'm in town on vacation.
I'm Dr. Michael Kaufman. I work at this hospital. He's missing. I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you. I see. I'm sorry.
This guy's very sorry.
The hospital gives you immediate school vibes, as you do a quick exploration to the good side of the hospital, before something a bit different caught my eye.
Wait, hold on. There's a level 4? I don't have a map for level 4. No! I'm in the dark. No! I'm in Bizarro Hospital already.
Now in Creepy Hospital, I'm a bit more on edge.
Oh, no. The doors are locking behind me.
However, it's nothing a bit of jank can't shake me out of.
Harry busting the moves.
But then moments like these get me back on edge again.
What is the purpose of this room? I don't care. I don't care what's in that room. It can't be important.
A fun little puzzle, a bit of voyeurism.
Hello.
And one broken animation later, we hit the basement, and all thoughts of having adjusted to the fear of the upside down hospital sort of disappear here.
I can't see what I'm hitting.
It's all levels of wrong down here, and you feel like you want to leave.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that room.
So you do. A moment later, we finally meet the final of the core characters.
Oh,
of the
she's
game,
from the
Lisa
intro.
Garland. arguably the only character with believable dialogue.
The basement storeroom.
Well, that's suspicious.
So I really don't know.
That's suspicious.
What did you say was down there?
Sirens blare to warn us that the
Harry,
dialogue is about to get
Let me
worse.
help you.
It's you.
What?
Yes, Dahlia Gillespie.
The dialogue's so good.
Tell me everything you
The
know.
fog and snow of Silent Hill just actually now seems calming.
What's this?
And to even further remove the tension here, we head to the antique shop to hit up some more great dialogue.
Oh,
Harry!
it's the police officer.
Sybil? I met this bizarre woman.
Oh,
Her name's Dahlia Gillespie.
thought she was
You
about
know
to
her?
about to talk to the nurse.
Dahlia Gillespie.
Yeah.
No. And?
She said something about the town
can't.
being devoured by darkness. Gibberish like that.
Oh,
Any idea what it means?
it's so good.
Darkness devouring the town.
Yeah, just repeat it.
Must be on drugs. They sell them to the tourists. The force still can't figure out who's behind it. None of our leads have panned out. The investigation is stalled.
Oh, I love
What
it.
could drug trafficking have to do with all this?
What could drug trafficking have to do with everything
Really
you've
don't
seen?
know. But
This
maybe
is
that's
such
the
great
darkness
dialogue.
she was
We don't know what's back there. I'd better check it out first.
I'm a cop. I should go.
Yes.
No, I'm going.
All right. I'll cover you from here.
Alright.
Be careful.
But then we enter a dream sequence to get better dialogue with Lisa. No joke, I actually think conversations with her actually saved my interest in the story.
Lisa?
They were far more believable and grounded than the rest,
Then I'm in
which
the
is
hospital.
ironic because they all take place in
You were
Interesting.
an
having a bad
unbelievable and ungrounded place.
Interesting. Hold on.
Into the underworld we go again, and the creep factor is increased a little bit this time.
Oh, not the TVs. I didn't see the TVs.
However, we now enter what I consider the two-third problem that all games have, where the designers want you to potter around a little bit, sort of for no reason. So we face one bug,
Not very scary. It's just sort of weird.
and then we face another bug.
Ow.
And then we head into the obligatory sewer level, which was so dull I'll just skip it for brevity in this video. And then we head into a whole other section of the town, which also at this point felt just very whelming. I mean, I hate to rag on a game I've been having so many great moments in, but I just feel like it's here where Silent Hill falls the most flat. Almost like you have arbitrary locations to visit to pad for time, and allow for very minuscule moments of storytelling. If I had blacked out between the last conversation we had with Lisa before the bug boss and the amusement park, well, you wouldn't have to watch me skip over the whole second underwhelming sewer of this video. The last act hits from here on, and I get an experience I actually don't think I could fully explain if I
There,
try.
right? Okay, hold on. I have to follow the crackly sound just to find the way out. Oh! Oh! What is it? Oh, I actually got chills. Oh my god. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Oh no. Just got goosebumps.
I feel I have to try explain it though. You see, I've played lots of games. I don't think in my entire life I've ever gotten full body chills. It was sort of this perfect storm of thoughts and timing. Like a shadow appeared, and then like a shadow appeared, and after the last, as I mentioned, underwhelming sections, I swung at it, thinking not too much was going on. To notice that not only could I not hit whatever it was, but I couldn't even see it. And then my mind focused on this tiny shadow baby running away and falling down. I don't know if it's because I'm a new parent or it's just so out of my expectations or what, but my brain completely dragged me in here. What follows is the last act, and in a way, I'm actually cutting my details about Silent Hill here.
Oh no.
Because honestly, you have to experience it. The last act is, still to this day, fantastic. The puzzles are engaging, the level is mind-warping, the enemies, well, they're still a bit whatever, but by Samael, the story has you just so caught up in it
still
all.
alive, even though everyone else is dead.
And on that, let's think about whether Silent Hill from 1999 is truly a timeless game. The aesthetics, well, they're quite dated. They can take a lot of work to adjust to. Though at the time obviously amazing, I have to wonder how much the older, blockier, pixelated style of rendering would just drag most players out of the setting on sight. The voice acting is laughably bad. It removes all tension. The level design is a hit and miss job, as many places were designed after real locations, meaning that some things like the 10th classroom you enter are just a bit uninteresting. And combat is frankly quite dated too. By the end I was just doing my absolute best to avoid any and all combat I could. But the story. Oh, the story. You see, I expected to do this whole video with some opening spiel about how you shouldn't be worried about spoilers because it's a 25-year-old game now. But damn, there's really something still magical about experiencing it all yourself for the first time. Somehow, despite the jank, the setting is so powerful, it can still drag you in today. It's the setting that is still truly timeless. As the game forces you to take your time, you find that the fear sets in, and you just can't help but feel trepidation through a large number of moments. And that's the powerful element of Silent Hill. Yeah, there's some jump scares, but the constant sense of dread is fantastic. And I still think to this day, it's just a masterclass of what can be on the horror genre. For the final rating on a question of is it timeless, I have to mark this game as dated on my timelessness scale, which is to say, it's definitely showing its age, but still has redeeming qualities. And yet despite that, I have to say that this game also has some of the greatest moments I've experienced in gaming. And for the people of the time, it was obviously so influential it changed the genre forever. So I have to give it this extra stamp I've got hanging around. One for the history books. Anyone who wants to see how the horror genre of gaming came to where it is today must play this game for themselves.